We're out here in the shop and I've got my gender non-conforming coffee cup this morning. And I've got a little pawn shop tool haul for you. I've been growing my machinist tool stuff because I plan on getting some machines. So anytime I can get a deal on a pair of calipers or what have you, I go for it. So I went to the pawn shop locally and they had some stuff I was interested in. Some stuff I've been looking at on eBay, and they had some pretty great prices. Prices that I'll actually show you the receipts for, because it may not be believable without actually seeing the receipts. So let's jump right in. So the first thing I was looking for was some dividers, and they had this set and this set. This one still got the price tag on it here, 20 bucks for 3 long dividers here. So those are nice and straight and sharp, and these are Starrett. Need a little Scotch-Brite on them to be right, but the screw's in good shape, the spring is tight, and the points are nice and sharp. Good looking set there. And this set's Starrett also. And they look like they may have been resharpened at some point, but they're in real nice shape also. And then an ID set. Again, good looking, and also Starrett. All good shape, little Scotch-Brite, fix them up nice. And then this smaller set here, let's see, I believe this is a no-name brand. Yes, unfortunately these are, and you can see by the little eye bolt, these are a cheap no-name brand kind, but that's okay. I'll use these as scribers to, scratch through die chem. And then we've got a Union Tool USA ID set, nice and sharp. And another ID set from Central Tool. Actually, I've never heard of Central Tool. I imagine that's probably US by the look of it. I do like the tips on these. Any of those Starrett dividers you'll find on eBay for anywhere from 30 bucks if you catch a deal, all the way up to 50 bucks and even higher. So I'm pretty happy with that. I will eventually get a nice proper Starrett or Mitutoyo small 6-inch divider, but this will get me through for now. This is another pickup. This is a Starrett 721 in the box. 721. And apparently well, I'll leave his name out of it. So this is such an old design. The way you turn these 721s on is you actually close the battery. And when you close the battery box, that little pin there connects with this little contact there. So when you close it all the way, this happens. And it always comes on at this whatever, 9.4 whatever. So you got to zero it every time. I've compared them. I won't bore you with me doing it, but I've got a set of gauge blocks, and I've compared the Mitutoyo calipers to the micrometer to the 721s, and the 721 gives me the same reading as the other devices. Everything's straight on these, and not a lick of rust or corrosion or anything bent. They look like they've really never been used, to be honest with you. I mean, even the inside the box, even the thing that tells you how to turn it on was still there. The paper and the original silica. Original silica packets still all in the box. So they came just like this. On eBay, if you find a set like this and you give 120 bucks, you'll be in good shape for a set of calipers. Now let me show you what I paid for this. Oh, I got one other thing in this tool haul. And I don't have it with me. I just want to show you the product. One of these right here. That's a Snap-on ATEC. And this is what they go for pretty regularly. $2.99. So that's what they go for regularly, pretty routinely. This is what I paid for all of this stuff. So usually go for about $100. Usually go for about $30 each, and then the ATEC goes for $300. If I said I gave $500 even for all this, it'd be a bargain. This is what I paid. $35 for those calipers. I paid $18 for the large group of Starrett calipers, and I paid $9 for the small ones. The torque wrench, I paid $179 for. But wait, there's more. The torque wrench, they didn't have any batteries for me to check it in the pawn shop. As soon as I got it home, put the batteries in it, turn it on, it lit up 0000, and then UCAL came up and started flashing. I texted my Snap-on guy, showed him what I had. He went ahead and called, and he said, worst case scenario, I'm looking at $120 to fix it. I asked him what he thought I should do. He said if it was him, he'd go to the pawn shop and complain for a lower price or tell him to take it back. So I did that, and I showed him the texts with the Snap-on guy. And this is what they did. Now, this receipt's kind of wonky, but I'll show you what they did. They returned the wrench, gave me $86 in store credit, and $108 cash in my pocket. That $86 they applied back to the torque wrench. So basically, I went in there and told them I'd give them $80 for the torque wrench, and I'd pay to repair it and keep it. And they seeing it was broken, they went for that. The end result, I got an $80 wrench. Worst case scenario, I'll have $200 in it between the repair and the purchase. So that'll put me in $100 lower than a good price on eBay for the same wrench. Now here's the deal though. This eBay wrench, is it calibrated? Is it not calibrated? Where is it at as far as function? My wrench for $200 will be coming back from the factory, freshly calibrated with new parts inside of it. Now, they still sell this wrench. This is the ATEC 3 FR250. They still sell that wrench. We'll look at it when it comes in and review it, but it's off with the Snap-on dude now. What's the moral of the story, or the point of this video? The point of this video is when you're looking for stuff, if you can do with used tools and you can be patient, do it. Be patient, shop your pawn shops, watch eBay, and you can really come across some substantial deals. Once it's all said and done, I'll have the Snap-on ATEC for $200. I'll have these for $35 and these for $30. I'll be into all these tools for what, $275, $280, somewhere in there. What a deal, guys. That's looking a lot better. You know, sometimes you find a deal like this and you feel guilty about it. You know, like the reason the pawn shop can sell this stuff so cheap is because they basically stole it from the poor guy, or, you know, from his disenchanted girlfriend who's selling his tools or whatever. But if you really think about it, you know, whoever it is, whatever circumstances have befallen them, though they may be unfortunate, aren't your fault. And if the pawn shop couldn't sell this stuff, then they wouldn't buy their stuff and they wouldn't have the money. And obviously they needed the money more than they needed the tools. So shopping your pawn shops helps people out who are in a bind, is one way to look at it also. So I did a public service by buying these at 20% the normal cost. Much better. Well, at least now you can read the name. So, dingy and shiny here. May not be able to tell the difference. Anyhow, I'll keep trucking on the cleanup. Thanks for watching.